Hello, everyone. First, I want to say I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. And I am going to read from notes because I don't public speak often. I more so like to communicate with my visuals, so bear with me. First, I'd like to say good morning. First, I'd like to thank Creative Mornings for extending their platform. It's not lost on me in a time where many are attempting to silence voices, you all chose to give me a microphone, and I am grateful. To those who have traveled far and near, your support means more than you know. You are a reminder that what I do is purposeful and appreciated. My journey has been filled with obstacles of uncertainty. One thing is for sure. I'm aligned with my passions and ability to adapt. Wait a minute, sorry. My journey has been filled with obstacles of uncertainty, but one thing is for sure. I'm aligned with my passions. My ability to adapt comes directly from my heart. I never became an artist. The artist became me. I never wanted to speak up, but injustice wouldn't allow me to stay silent. I never chose to be innovative. It was a means of survival. Thank you. Innovation for survival. It won't always be like this. Grandma, Rita Jill Meggerly. Sorry, my grandma meant a lot to me. My earliest memories were formed in inner city neighborhoods, going to public schooling and learning to adapt quickly in what felt like constant conflict. Our community was battling poverty, addiction, gang violence, and police brutality, amongst other misfortunes. I tapped into my ability to innovate early on because my survival depended on it. My mother, two sisters, and baby brother lived with my grandma Rita, excuse me, y'all, here in Columbus. East Side, stand up. The first time I felt seen was when my granny brought home a little Tykes arts and crafts table along with kid-safe supplies to engage with. I was about 5 years in age, and I don't remember getting up from the table that evening. I was that immersed. I spent much of my childhood and adolescence using the materials I had around me to create designs, concepts, and installations that challenged me to step into my gift of ingenuity. The incomplete projects I would leave scattered around my home often got me in trouble. After graduating high school, reality set in. I began working 2 jobs to stay afloat. I didn't think a career in art was possible until I woke up to a Basquiat documentary that prompted me to pursue graphic design in college. There weren't many professional graphic design opportunities for me after graduating, so I had to be innovative in my approach to stay connected to the work and culture. I designed event flyers that caught the eye of our local arts-led newspaper. I shot film photography, event photography, and pursued music. I even directed my first music video. The music video featured me as a model on a do-rag package. A do-rag is a hair scarf used to protect textured hair. This was a nod to my nostalgic trips to the beauty supply or hair store as a youngin'. It would later become the catalyst to me honing in on Black hair culture. Innovation for culture. I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. Tupac Shakur. As a proud Black American, I will say, expressing ourselves with our hair is a tradition that is rooted in our rich ancestry and history of innovating for survival. We braided escape maps and seeds into our hair so once we unchained from chattel slavery, we could sustain. I began using braids and unconventional hair adornments as a way to express this freedom and legacy. From the feathers to Legos, all of the styles drew attention in real time. Some complimented, others laughed or stared in confusion. In hindsight, it was like a performance. The concept of a cultural exchange between luxury fashion and Black heritage inspired me to innovate hair beading embellishments. I was influenced by the incredible talents of Dapper Dan and Kalila, to name a couple. Merging tech, 3D printing, high-end fashion, and culture sent the fashion world into a frenzy. I went super viral, garnering press from platforms like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, news, and radio. The reviews were mixed. Although much of the fashion community found it groundbreaking, there was a concern coming from my community. I kept getting comments about me threatening Black masculinity because many skinfolk felt it to be a feminine expression. As a proud Black queer man, it reminded me that navigating my intersections is a unique experience and it oftentimes feels isolating. I continued exploring hair and fashion accessory design by creating concepts around other upscale brands. I explored further with concepts around technology, grocery shopping, and industrial work. These studies seemed to connect to the people so well that much of my audience was under the impression that it was an official collaboration. This was just me innovating. I've always incorporated mixed media in my work because I never wanted to feel constrained in my storytelling. My controversial multimedia installation, Journey to Motherland, Black Panther Gift Shop, is a great example of my range. It featured graphic art, illustration, branding, marketing, fashion design, merchandise design, motion graphics, sculpture, and a digital interactive component. However, my painting, Off the Pig, that highlighted police brutality caused mayhem when the Fraternal Order of Police president took great offense. I've never said this publicly, but that painting depicted the grieving process of seeing these stories online day by day. The shock, sadness, and anger. Needless to say, it went viral and made national news and even cable television. It was the first time since Robert Mapplethorpe's 1990 obscenity trial that Cincinnati had seen such pushback on art. Oh. Can I go back? Okay. Sorry. I received so much hate mail and death threats that it began taking a toll on my mental health. I want to remind us all that art is dangerous. I want to remind you of the history of artists who have been murdered, slaughtered, imprisoned, chopped up, refused entrance. The history of art, whether it's in music or written or what have you, has always been bloody because dictators and people in office and people who want to control and deceive know exactly the people who will disturb their plans. It's a dangerous pursuit. Somebody's out to get you. You have to know it before you start and do it under those circumstances because it is one of the most important things that human beings can do. Toni Morrison. Innovation to thrive. My ability to innovate has blessed me with visibility, empowered my voice, and gave me the opportunity to showcase my talent. It's been an honor to have been featured in a lecture at Oxford University, to partner with the Brooklyn Museum, and even land an Instagram commercial. As of now, I'm still innovating, mixing materials, challenging myself, and engaging with the community as a Greater Columbus Arts Council navigator. I wish I could say it's all been fun or that I'm prepared for the next thing, but that's simply not true. Innovation doesn't hinge on comfortability. It thrives on the unexplored. So I press forward. Thank you all again.